a little bit late, but it's okay because I was trying to get baby down. I'm not entirely sure if she's gonna go down, so you're gonna hear her in the background. Please don't mind. But welcome back to my channel, Build with Carol. On this channel, I basically share with you guys all that I'm learning about affiliate marketing and how to make money online as a complete beginner. So let me just pull up a few things so we can get this thing started. I hope you guys are doing fine. So today's workshop for today is softwares. We're going to be talking about softwares. So this is softwares for beginners in 2026. Two softwares that I would recommend, highly recommend for complete beginners are going to be GoHighLevel and System.io. So System.io and GoHighLevel are the two softwares that I use, and we'll go into it. We'll go dig deeper into it as we get into it. Bear with me. My mind's been everywhere. It's been very hectic as well as online. But welcome back to another workshop Wednesday. If you're new here, my name is Carol. Every Wednesdays, throughout the whole summer, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna host this workshop live every Wednesdays, where we're breaking down different pieces of building income online, business, in a way that's simple and beginner friendly. Today's topic is software, and before anyone gets nervous and thinks we're about to get super technical, don't worry. I'm gonna explain this exactly the same way I would explain it to my little sister if she came to me and said, okay, Carol, I want to start making money online, but what do I actually need? So this is for like anybody who's just starting. Because let's be honest, one of the fastest ways beginners get overwhelmed is by watching content from 10 different creators and hearing, you need this software, you need that software, you need this tool, you need that tool. I mean, I get it. Before you know it, you're confused. You're spending money on things that you don't even need or understand yet. And so today, what we're going to do is simplify everything. I'm going to show you the two platforms that I've personally used, what they do, why they're useful, and which one would make the most sense for where you're at currently. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple options and then you can choose from there. I personally use them both. So why do you even need the software? Let's start with the biggest question. Why do we even need software? Can't we just post and make money anyway? Technically, yes, you can, but eventually you're going to need a place to send people. Think about it this way. If TikTok disappeared tomorrow or if YouTube disappeared tomorrow, what happens? You lose access of your audience, right? You lose all of the followers that were following you for a long time. You lose all of that. So you no longer get access to your audience, your followers, or everyone who was interested in everything you had to say. And so this is why it's super important to build our little corner off on the side on the internet, a place that we own. That's where the software comes in. Okay, softwares can help you collect emails, build landing pages, create funnels, send follow-up emails, ship products, automate things. Basically, it becomes this whole, it's like your employee that works for you 24/7, 365, right? Because it's something that's going to work for you 24/7. So even when you're sleeping, when you're at your kid's soccer game, when you're eating, when you're out on vacation, this thing is going to be working for you. And this is why it's super important to have a software that is working for you while you're doing other stuff, because this then becomes what we call passive income. So the first thing that we need to focus on in the software is the domain, right? So let's talk domains because this confuses almost everybody. A domain is simply your website address. So for example, my domain is carolbillock.com. Okay, your domain, whenever you're looking for your domain and you're trying to figure out what kind of domain you want, make sure it's something that is within your niche and has a little bit of you tied into it, so it's kind of more personalized. So Again, for me, I just put on there, I just wanted to get this thing rolling. I couldn't think of anything that was brilliant, so I just went with my first name, last name, but I changed the first letter of my name to a K instead of a C because I've always wanted my name to be spelled with a K when I was little. Long story short, we'll get into that like eventually, but you want it to have some kind of meaning behind it with it tying to you, so it's personalized, it's your story in there. My full name is in there, and then you want it to tie into a niche that you're in. So if you already know what your niche is, it's real easy for you to be like carolscosmetics.com, we'll just say, or carolsbeauty.com, or buildwithcarol.com. That's another one. So your domain is a .com. That's what a domain is. So think of it as buying a piece of land online. Before you build a house, you need a land. So before you build a website, you need a domain. Most domains cost about $15 to $30 a year. A year. When I was using GoDaddy, I paid $27 to $28 a year, and you can renew it annually, or you can renew it every 3 years or every 5 years, and I believe it goes up to every 12 years. I'm not entirely sure. You have to check on that. For the most recent, I don't use it no longer because again, I use GoHighLevel, and GoHighLevel has that. So that is going to be one of the best investments that you would make, is having a domain so you can look a little bit more professional and polished up, and it's not even expensive, to be completely honest. The next thing is going to be your email marketing. So email marketing is where the email autoresponder comes in. That's the next tool that we're going to need in order for us to build this software, put together this thing within the software to make it run for us 24/7. Okay, so talking about emails, and I know some people think email is old school, but it's literally not. Email is still one of the highest converting marketing tools in the world, you guys. This is the reason why. When somebody follows you on TikTok, TikTok owns that relationship, right? Now, when somebody joins your email list, you own that relationship. There's a huge difference between the two. Because, again, like I said, if you were to have a TikTok and you had a TikTok account, one day your TikTok account can be gone and everything disappears. If you have your list, if you build your list, you will have that forever, right? So this is why it's super important to build an email list, and it's super smart. It's a super day one before you start like really getting into it. Make sure you build this system, this software, put it up so that you can have it in place and it runs for you automatically while you're doing other things. So the software that I use, I just mentioned it. It's called GoHighLevel. So let's quickly talk about GoHighLevel. Wait, the last thing that you need actually, before we get into GoHighLevel, the last thing that you need, like the tool that you need, is a funnel, right? A funnel builder. This is where your sales page happens, and the steps of where the sales have, the steps of where what happens between in the website, and the structure of how the people get into your website, to the story that unfolds as they're going into your link, right? As they entered your link. Your funnel is gonna be where you're gonna bring them through that. Okay. We'll get into how a funnel looks like here in a minute, but those are the three tools that you're gonna need. So it's a domain, an email autoresponder, and your funnel. And GoHighLevel is the tool that I'm currently using, and this is the platform I love. Okay, the reason why I love this one is because it has, like I said, it has everything. I don't have to plug in GoDaddy and use the domain from a third party and pay somewhere else for something. Everything is located in GoHighLevel, and you can access your funnel builder within. You can do your email workflow within. You can have your domain purchased within that. You can automate things. You can create forms. You can plug in your calendar and it can send you reminders. Everything is literally under one roof, and it's basically an all-in-one business platform. And the reason why I like it is because I don't have to connect to 10 different tools and put them together just to make that's one thing, and everything's like scattered. I would rather everything be put in one place, and this is why I love GoHighLevel, because it's perfect also for beginners. That's really helpful. The learning curve is slightly better than System.io. It's slightly better. Growth potential is super massive, and right now there is a 14-day free trial. I will link the trial over here under this video. So just under this video, you'll see the description. Find the free trial. You get to play with it for 2 weeks. And as within the 2 weeks, we'll be going over like the different how to go into that and stuff. And today I'm going to show you also just kind of show you what GoHighLevel looks like and the other software that I used to use. So literally you can test it before you commit to it. So that's the beauty of it. I have a 14-day free trial for you to try it out. Now, next thing let's talk about is System.io. System.io is actually where I started. Okay, System.io is honestly, it's one of the best beginner platforms because it has a free plan. It's easy to set up. It does have funnels and email marketing, courses, and automation. So it's super simple, super beginner friendly. And if you're tight on a budget, this is probably where I would tell you to start. You can literally get your first funnel built without spending money on software. This System.io has everything that you need but a domain. You would have to purchase your domain with a third party, so that's why I was telling you. I used GoDaddy and I would integrate it into System.io, but you can use other domain. You can use other domain websites like Bluehost, Namecheap is another one, I believe. I'll list them too under here if I can. But you would have to plug it into your System.io, and that's the only thing that is the biggest difference. But everything else is the same thing. It's just with GoHighLevel. They're basically the same thing. Super beginner friendly and super easy. It's just System.io would be the free plan that you can use. So you can literally use this and use it for years on the free plan and still be able to have everything that you need. Okay, but you would still have to, like I said, pay your funnel or your domain outside. But again, it's only like $28 a year, so it shouldn't be too bad. I think that's pretty good for starting off. So you can literally get your first funnel built, and it's literally you can't beat that. A few tips that I want to give you real quick. So a few tips for 2026. I had to make sure that I got all of this. I also got some help from ChatGPT, but number one is stop overbuilding. Okay, your first funnel doesn't need to be perfect. Your first email doesn't need to be perfect. Your first website doesn't need to be perfect. Done beats perfect every single time. Number two, use AI to help you. I use ChatGPT, I use Canva, I use the tools that are available to me that are completely free also to use. There are free tools that you can use, but within the tools you can also upgrade and use the premium and the pro features to get even more like support or help or resources. But it's still not as bad because you're still paying like less than $20 a month for some of these tools if you want to get the pro version. But again, you can use the free version. This is why it's beautiful. Number three, the tools, the people moving fastest in 2026 are the people learning how to work smarter. And this is why I use ChatGPT and Canva at the same time, because I would just talk to chat and then chat would converse with Canva, and then everything is done within seconds. Number three, start collecting emails immediately. Even if you only have 5 subscribers, start now, don't wait. Okay? So if you were to ask me, Carol, which one should I pick? My answer to you right now is if money is tight, I would say System.io. But if you want to grow and scale something bigger than that and learn and grow, I would say and highly recommend GoHighLevel. Neither answer is wrong. The wrong answer is waiting 6 months because you're scared to choose. That's going to be the wrong answer. So, this is where I want to leave you guys with today. Don't spend another month researching. Don't spend another month watching everybody else build. Pick one, take action, see if this is something you actually enjoy. And this is exactly why it's perfect that I have a 14-day free trial for you to try out. Because for the next 2 weeks, you can explore, build the funnel, create a page, set up an email, learn the platform, and decide for yourself if this is something you actually want to continue doing and commit to. Because here's the truth: the software isn't what changes your life. The action does. The software is just the tools. The business, you are the business, you are the brand, you are the one that makes it work, and you are, if you want the links of any of this that I've explained, all of the tools the softwares that I've explained, I'm going to link them down below. And then we're going to do another workshop next week, and that one is going to be covering a lot more of ChatGPT and Canva. So I can teach you guys how you guys can kind of navigate through those and like create something within your niche. Okay, so we're going to do that next week, Wednesday. Next Wednesday is literally July 1st. Beautiful. Okay, so July 1st, we're going to meet again for our workshop Wednesday. We're going to dig deep into Canva and ChatGPT. For now, that was about everything that you need to know about the software that I use. And then right now, we're just going to dive into it real quick. And then I'm going to show you guys everything that I do, how I use this. Okay. So I'm gonna turn y'all around and then. Okay, so this is System.io. This is System.io. This is what their logo looks like. System with the E at the end and then .io. So that's what it looks like right here. Okay, System.io. System.io. So once you get an account and you've signed up for it, this is how we're gonna log in. And then give me a second while I verify this. Okay. 33837. All right, so I haven't been active on this at all, so you're not going to see anything on here, but this is what happens once you're in. This is going to be your affiliate dashboard, and this is where you're going to find your affiliate links. So you can earn 60% lifetime commissions with System.io by just promoting this link to any of your followers. So this is where I would share my link to send to you guys if you guys were to want to join. That's the link that I would use for you guys to join, and then you guys would be able to get you get to this website basically. So just a few things I want to run down really quickly. We're not gonna dig deep into building anything or whatever. I'm literally just gonna show you guys everything that you're gonna be focused on. So this is the affiliate dash, and this is your main dash. Okay, this is what your main dash will look like every time you sign in. The main dash will appear. You'll find your new leads all over here. Excuse me. Those are my contacts. And then up at the top here, you're going to go to sites. This is where you're going to find your sales funnel, okay? This is where you're going to be able to build your funnels. Right here, I have InstaProfit System, the Master Share. I have just one funnel. And once you create a funnel, you can create it up here. Just create that. And then you can just name the funnel, and then it'll go to the funnel domain. The domain funnel on mine, because I connected my GoDaddy, is the carolbillick. and then System.io would put their own domain on there if you don't verify it, or if it doesn't work out. But then you would just, what's the purpose of creating the funnel? Build an audience, right? So this is what you're going to choose, and then you're going to choose whatever you choose and then save. So you can create a funnel. Mine has been already shared, so what I'm going to do is just kind of show you guys exactly how a funnel looks like. So on the left side right here where I'm at is where you're going to find the steps of whenever people get into the link, they're going to get to a sales page, and then after the sales page there's also an order form. These two are basically the same thing, so these two would actually lead to upsell number one. After upsell number one, they'll get to downsell, and then another upsell and a thank you page. So in the sales page, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. If I go over to the left side where it says edit, that's where you're going to be able to edit your sales page, and basically find all of the elements you need to be able to create your sales page, or just any of the steps moving forward. So if you hover over it, you can see that these are text that you can, if you click on over here on the side, you can make changes to them. Letter spacing, text color background, size and position, and then desktop and mobile view, of course. But yeah, you can make changes there. There's also this one here. You can click over this one, and it's the video. If you wanted to change that video, there's a URL that you can just use. You can just paste your URL in here instead of this one that's already in here. So the video type is a direct link to whatever link it is from whatever video. So if you have a YouTube video, I believe you can also plug it in here. There's a custom embedded and an upload file, but I'm just gonna do direct link, and then it's to the one that was just there. We're gonna go back. Anyway, you can make the changes like that, and then in these buttons right here, don't mind her, she's not gonna take her nap, but we're gonna stay here. Right here where it has the buttons, these are super important whenever people are getting to the sales page, right? Because this is the sales page. This isn't the opt-in page or the bridge page. This is the sales page. So whenever people get into the sales page, you want these buttons to click and be able to get to your link, right? You want it to be your affiliate link. So this one right here is my affiliate link. As you can see, it has my name. My reference equals Carol34. That's my unique link to know that anytime someone clicks on this link, and it'll be through this button right here. Anytime you click on this and purchase anything behind this, I will earn a commission. And so it's super crucial to insert your links right here, and this is where it happens, and this is how people are able to click a button and get instantly to your offer or your product. Okay, so you want to make sure that every button down and up this whole page has that, where you can click on it and make the changes. Next step, you could do show pop-up, open URL, or go to the very next step, and then you do it for all of them. Okay, you can change these pictures as well. You just click on it, and then just X this one and then upload it right here. You can click it and then upload it from your desktop or wherever. Okay, cancel. And then yeah, just go throughout the whole page and just create it to where it's more of you and less of me, or more of your story and less of whatever's in here. Now if you are an affiliate like I am, you want to change only a few things on this one. So if you're doing the Insta Profit system, the only things that I would highly encourage you to change are just gonna be, sorry, are just going to be this part right here, because this is where you tell a little bit of your story so that it smoothly transitions into the offer that you are presenting to your followers, right? So change those up, and then of course change all of these to go to your link. And then this one, you can change the video and have a different video and use your own video talking about the Insta Profit system, or you can just leave it there with Camila Markson talking about it. And then once you're done, you're gonna hit save right here, and then you're gonna exit. Um, it doesn't matter. I don't use this, so I'm not gonna do much on it. But yeah, so don't worry about that. Exit, and that's gonna be your sales page. So what, before you even get them to a sales page, there has to be an opt-in page and a bridge page, and then you can get them to your sales page. Okay. So that's how you build a funnel. And then you have, these are all like advanced, and we're not going to talk about this in here in this session, because it's just, we won't even go through that. We'll go through it in a different one, in a different live. And then next thing is the email. So you're going to find it under emails and under campaigns. If you go there, this is where you're going to create your emails to send them out automatically, so that you're not having to do it every single day manually. So you can do that by creating one, and then you just fill out this form and hit save. And then once you've got it, you're going to go into it, and then you can make your changes, and this is how they're going to look. So once you're in, you create your very first email. Mine's the welcome to IPS. So this is what the structure looks like. There's a subject and there's the body, and this is where you can put everything in. This is where you're going to put your link as well. If you highlight this like that, this thing will pop up. What you're gonna do is hit this button right here that's like a drawing pencil. Okay, and then you're gonna put your link right here. Once you put your link, hit this one right here. You're gonna hit the check mark, and then you save it. That way this right here clicks to your affiliate link. Okay, now once you're finished with that, you're good to go. And they've got their email, and I believe what you have to do is just fill out this side right here. So sender name Carol, sender email is of course my email address, but I don't have it on there. I will put that on there. I don't know why it's not on there. But once you're done, you're gonna save, and then you're gonna exit. I don't know why it's empty, but we're just gonna exit that. Oh yeah, because I don't use this. I forgot this is not GoHighLevel. Okay, so that's how your email is gonna look, and then what you can do is, once this is done, you're gonna come over here to the three dots, and you're going to, I believe it's, no, not edit. Okay, we're gonna go back in here, because I believe there's a section that I need to show you first. Okay, so right here where it has activate settings, this is where it's super cool. This is how you are able to send out automated emails. Is you're gonna choose, like, this is the welcome email, so we're not gonna do it here. Let me hold on, because I did that backwards. I'm just gonna exit this one, and we're gonna go to the next one, because I'm gonna show you how it actually piles up. Okay, so the first welcome email is your very first one. We'll just do it how we did it. Don't go back in like I did. Erase that part. What we're gonna do is we're pretend like we're creating a second email. So what you're gonna do is hit create, put the title in there, and then it'll give you this page right here. Then you're gonna plug in this one as your subject. She has, in the Insta Profit system, I believe Camila Markson gives you a few of her email swipes already, so you're able to use it for the very few email swipes, and you're not having to create emails. And that's one thing that I love about her program is she gives you email swipes, so you're not having to do it in the first few um, grabbing attention of when people get into your link. Just the same as the other one, you're just gonna hover over this or highlight this, change that into your link, make sure that that's your link, or you could just click on it and then hit that, take that out, make sure to put yours in there and hit the check button. Okay, and once you're done with that, then you're gonna go to activate settings. This is where it's super important because you want to send this email. So this email will be sent after which email? So you're gonna click on this one and it's gonna be the welcome here. Welcome to IPS, right? Because this is the second email that we're creating right after the IPS welcome email. So once they get the welcome email, they're gonna get this second email. But what we want to do is we don't want to give it out at the same time on the same day or anytime on that same day. We want to delay it 7 days. We could delay it 1 day before, and then we're gonna wait 1 day, and then after 1 day, this email will be sent out. Okay. After you're done there, save it and then exit. It's not gonna work because again I don't use this, but this is basically what you would do if you had your that's how you would build your email campaigns over here in System.io. Automations, this is where workflows go, where workflows are. Workflows are how you're gonna create how things happen within the link. Like, so if they were to go in and they clicked on your link, what happens? You can create what happens if they say yes or if they say no. That's how workflows happen. So you can use the workflows in here as well. Super simple, super easy to use. That's how you would find it. And then over here in the settings is where you're gonna find all of what you need to do to like manage your profile account, your plan, payment gateways, your emails if you want courses, even your affiliate programs if you have some, your custom domains and everything like that, integrations. This is where you're gonna find all of that. Okay, off on the left side. So that's System.io for you. Again, you would have to integrate your domain through here. And I don't use it here no longer, so it's not going to be available, but that's how you would use your System.io account. Super simple. It's not a lot to do, honestly, and it's pretty easy. Now on to the next. The one that I use is GoHighLevel. And signing up for GoHighLevel, let me see if I can find that. No. All right, well, let's just start with here. This is my dashboard. I'm just going to show you my dashboard because for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to show you exactly what all you need to like navigate through and work on if you're going to do the 2 weeks free trial. So the things that you're going to be focusing on is going to be right here, sites. The first thing we're going to really focus on a lot is going to be our funnel, basically, right? So this is where you find your funnels is under sites, and if you look up here, this is where funnels are. So I have about 4 funnels, but the main one is going to be our online income secret. This one is the free training that I offer my followers who are wanting to learn about affiliate marketing. So once people get into this opt-in page, this is like how we built it in System.io. This is what the funnel building page looks like in GoHighLevel. you would hit edit and it'll get you to this page right here. And then here's where all the magic happens. Here's where you're able to create changes, um, do different things, put unique touches to it. I put my picture on there, and then I have, of course, all of these down here. And I also inputted my terms and policy as well, because you do need that as a beginner. You got to remember there's a lot of rules that you got to input. So if you did the IPS, you literally would be able to copy hers and just put your name or your business name on there, and you literally have your own policy already written up, done for you, right? Because a lot of these are going to be done for you, and that's the beauty of it, and that's why I say it's perfect for stay-at-home moms, because we're super busy and we don't have time to do XYZ. This would be perfect. You just literally just copy and paste, and then just change up the few things to make it sound like you and look like you a lot more, and to have your story behind it. So after the check-in page, after people get into the free training, they'll get to the second step of that, which is the replay masterclass, and in here is where the free training happens. This is where Camila marks and breaks down, the how to make money online, how she became a millionaire, um, and it gives you that 1 hour training. Sorry, it gives you that 1 hour training, and then if you want, there are some huge discounts available because it's only for a limited time. So once you click on this right here, you'll get to some huge discounts and some instant access to a few of the offers she has in the back end. But this is exactly where you're going to be going to click and make changes. And theirs is off on the right side where you make those changes and input your link. Here's my link that I already put in there. So whenever people click on this green button, it's going to take them to my unique link. And anytime anyone purchases, I earn a commission. All right. So that's after they get to that one, then it gets to the main funnel, which is my Insta Profit system. This is where the sales happen. So just like the one in System.io, this one is more of what it looked like: the sales page, order form, upsell, downsell, and so forth. In the System.io, you didn't get offered a opt-in page or a bridge page, which are the two things that I had in that last step. You only get this part of it, and so you would have to create your own opt-in page and your own bridge page, which would be a lot of work to do, especially if you're a beginner, and that's probably going to be one thing that'll help you quit. So I would highly encourage you to try it out and GoHighLevel, because she gives you both the free training bonuses that you can also promote as yours. Now, once you get in there, again, you want to make changes to the buttons, make changes to the pictures. This is my video from YouTube that I recorded. And once you get into the page, it literally just starts playing. And you can do that by right here on the right side. It says auto play, and you can toggle it on or off. So let's say they click and they immediately get to this page. You can auto play that. So once they get to the page, this video automatically plays, and they don't have to wait for that. But yeah, just make the changes in here. Make sure you change these pictures, these text, make it to your own story. Once you're done, make sure you filled out all these buttons at the bottom. And once you're done, you're going to hit save right here and then publish right here. Okay, I'm not going to, because I'm not going to make any save changes. Okay, and that's where you're gonna find your funnel. And then when you go to marketing off here on the side, if you go to marketing and you go over here at the top where it says emails, this is where you're gonna be able to create your campaigns. And this is where you're gonna find all of your statistics of your emails being sent out, delivered, how many emails were opened, where the emails were opened at, literally all of your statistics. and you could see everything happening in your workflow. I think that's pretty amazing. It makes me feel even like more like a professional business because I actually get to see my statistics and see the growth of my business. And I think that's amazing. Here is where you're going to find your workflow campaigns, and this is where everything is going to be. And again, if you get the IPS, Camila Markson gives you the swipe so you can use it. All you got to do is change up the information and put your information and your links, and that's it. But yeah, you get a few of these. Some of these I actually created myself, like high priority and newly, those are mine. But and Cispire. But the rest are hers, and she kind of like gives you a few of those to start off with so you don't have to start from complete scratch. In automation, if you go to automation, this is where you're going to find your workflow. And your workflow is just like how I taught you in System IO. It's like where you, let's say they get in there and they purchase the so this is exactly what happens anytime the order was submitted and then there was a payment received. What happens after that is you want to create a workflow to get them to staying connected with you. So what you're going to do is, this is all given to you. This is already done for you. I literally just had to plug in my links and my information, and that's it. But you would just have to go through them and then just change them, you know? Oh, sorry. I'm not deleting that. Sorry. I might cancel. And then, so what happens whenever someone pays the I and gets into the IPS is they're removed from my workflow. So they are created as a new contact. There is a tag added to them, and then they are granted the course. Then there's an internal notification. That means I get a notification. It tells I've made a sale, and then it'll give me the contact of who made the sale, and it'll show me on my account here in GoHighLevel. After the internal notification to me, what happens after that is they are sent that very first IPS welcome email, like the one that we seen in the System IO. See that? And again, what you want to do is you just want to change the links to make sure that your links are in there and not mine. Okay, and then once you're done, you fill out all of that. You're done. You're gonna hit save, and then you're gonna toggle this to from draft to publish. Once you're done and ready to go live, that's your workflows, and that's how workflows work. So that's my software. That's how I use my software. That's what I use my software for. Um, and then I will link everything again down below. And I believe I've covered everything that I need to cover for that. But yeah, that's about it for software for today. That was everything that I've learned, what I needed to also share with you. As a beginner, just the things that you need to focus on, so you're not having to go through every button, every part of the websites. I want you to just go through the ones that I showed you and get familiar with those, because those are the ones we're going to be using the most. Now, all of the links, like I said, is going to be below this video. If you are interested in to learn the exact same thing that I'm learning with the free training, it gives you that understanding. Now, if you did the free training and you are interested in taking a step further, there are offers within that training as well. If you take up the offers, it's called the IPS offer. It's the Insta Profit System. It helps you understand how you can blow up on Instagram and start making money on Instagram. You can even do that faceless, and this is why it's so cool. Is you are taught always on how you can literally make money on Instagram, but you can also use that skill to use it with different platforms. And I don't use Instagram any longer or Facebook. I'm currently just using TikTok and my YouTube. So, um, yeah. So it's just your preference and whatever you decide to do. But that was it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate you guys so much. You don't understand. And remember, until next time, build it anyways. That was everything that I needed to share with you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for staying this long. I know it took up a lot of time, but I just really wanted to share that. And I'm so sorry I was late this morning, but thank you guys for being patient. I will see you guys on next week's workshop. I believe I will be going live. No. Actually, I will be. I am busy. We are going to Texas this Friday, so stay tuned. I will be sharing some content with that as well. I will see you guys next week. And sorry, next week. Other than that, you guys take it easy. Stay safe. Love you guys. Bye.